Okay, I'm gonna do what's called a unboxing. I don't know, I really don't do that sort of thing, but I just got my new Snowtrekker tent in the mail today. I want to put it up before I go on a trip next week, just to make sure. It's brand new, it's a new design, know nothing about it. Got really excited when Dwayne from Snowtrekker sent me a note saying he's got a new design. It's 8x9 Asym. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. ASYLM. Don't know what that means. Sorry, Dwayne. But it's lightweight. It's asymmetrical, and it's a two-person. It's just a really neat design that I'd like to try out. So, got it. Here we go. Just to warn you, I have no idea what I'm doing. These are really important, by the way, when you get these. Do not lose them. What I'm really excited about is that he has a new clip-on system for his poles. I haven't tried, but it makes so much more sense. Instead of feeding the poles through the leather straps that I found in really cold weather, like -30, your hands are so numb, it's really hard to deal with, so just clip on instead. Genius, Dwayne. Aluminum frame poles, A-frame idea. I think, looking at the weight, I think the tent's 14 pounds with the poles in total, this entire thing for a two-person spacious tent with a wood stove inside. Well, the tent itself and the poles, 20 pounds. It does take a small stove because you don't need a big stove in such a small structure, which cuts down your weight considerably, especially going solo. But you got to remember, with those small stoves, those big chunks of wood you get at the store, they don't fit in those small stoves. I mean, I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going off in the bush and cutting my own wood. But just a note. Oh, this is going to be different. Okay, this is different. I think that's the center. I have no idea how to put this together. That's the tent. A little bit extra fabric. Last tent I ordered from, I asked if I could get a piece as well, and he sent it to me. This is in case you get burn holes or, you know, something happens you want to fix. Because it comes from the United States of America, and I live in Canada. It's a long way to get here. Yeah, I have no idea how to put this together. Why is there two center poles? Okay, that can't be a center pole. Neither can that. Because the center pole should have ends on it. 1, 2. Okay, so one of these is the center pole. That's the one, because it's got two. Sorry, I'm rambling away from the camera. I'm guessing this is the center pole because it's got two hollow ends. Of course, I'll do this in fast motion with the camera. Oh, cool. Okay, that is asymmetrical. So, is it the back end or the front end? No, it's got to be the rears. I think the high end has to be the front. I think. I think I better check my notes. Okay. I was forced to get notes and a drink. It's like putting IKEA furniture together. Yeah, front ridge height is 69 inches, back ridge height 55. Yeah, tent weight is 12.8 pounds, frame weight is 7.7, added up to 20.5. And wow, that's a light tent. This is what Dwayne sent me. I went in and said, help, I'm putting the tent up. Which, by the way, is really cool. I mean, a business like that, there's one person making the tent, he ships it out to you, he knows his tent, he knows his product. I love that. The tent is asymmetrical in shape to maximize interior space and minimize interior volume while still giving comfort room inside the tent. This allows for the use of a smaller stove that I would typically recommend for a tent with this footprint. It also gives the added comfort room that people like in our short wall style of tent, which I really do like. It also reduces the weight and volume of the tent. Hope this helps. I'll get back to you. Didn't even finish my whiskey and figure it out. Because Dwayne put instructions on it that I didn't see. I'm a typical man, I guess. Well, I know how to put this together. Oh! I just spilled my drink. Anyway, the high end is the front end. It makes more sense because the stove pipe goes out the side here. You need height for that. Low end is the bottom. Asymmetrical shape. Less room, more volume idea. So basically, you've got two golden rods that are for the front that are marked, that are higher than the two in the back, and then you got the center one. Then you got two black ones on the side to pull out. These snaps, by the way, are amazing, Dwayne. Like to clip them in, and in fact, you know what? I'm gonna thank Dwayne's wife. I don't think Dwayne figured this out. I think it was his wife figured it out. So thank you. The one thing too is that the sidebars that hold the tent wall up are thicker on the front than they are the back, and then you have the one back bar holding it back as well. That has a leather strap in it, not the clip, but it's so thin and you're not gonna have a problem. It's sticking when it's really cold, so no problem with that. Cheers. Like it already. Oh, and by the way, yes, I have a new jacket too. Winter is coming and I'm getting ready. Some weather wool, another product for the United States, full wool. I'll do a whole review after I've tested it, but that's coming because Annie and I are doing a trip next week. Yes, in a canoe before it freezes. Yes. He's been busy all season, so I haven't got a chance to go out with him. But now we're going. I think he always chooses this time of year to take me. When we freeze. Well, we're not going to freeze because I'm bringing this. Okay, time to go inside. You got the vent holes, protect you from carbon monoxide. Vent pole here. Here's the stove hole. So yeah, just remember, it's a small pipe, small stove, not big pipe, big stove. But you really don't need a big stove in here, even if it's a good to -10, -20, to be quite honest. Yeah, I can easily see putting two people back here, the stove here. We got lots of height in front of the stove to sit and chat and get up and get wood and things like that. When it was time to go to bed, you just go back here, and it's a smaller space, which makes sense because that's all used for sleeping. You want less volume, more heat. It's fantastic. Yeah, so even if you're going to go solo and you're like, oh, you know, because I'm kind of obsessed by having tents, to be quite honest. I have an issue. I don't make much money, but I spend a lot of money on gear, I tell you. And there's no problem with that. I'm okay. I have no problem. I'll just drink blended whiskey for a while instead of having single malt, and I'll be fine. Price of this tent, $1,100 or $1,200 American. And yeah, for Canada, I got to get it shipped for me. It is an expensive tent. What I would suggest, if it's your first tent and you're going to go with a buddy, split with them. I should have done that with Annie, my first tent, because Annie always goes with me, borrows my tent all the time. I should have just split it with him. So yeah, it's a really good tent, I think, for if you're a person that has a spouse or a partner that actually wants to go some of the time but not all the time, and you want to go solo the rest of the time, but you don't want to buy two tents. I think this would be it. It's a two-person, but really good solo, less volume, small pipe. It's like 20 pounds on your freight toboggan with the poles. You can't beat that. I just chose the wrong day to put it up. And you need snow to put these things up. Like I'm trying to put it in the back and put it down with bricks and stuff like that. When you're using this in snow, you got snow to hold it down, and it's a lot easier, to be quite honest. All right. Well, I don't know if you're going to be at this, but the winter symposium in Ontario, it's the Kitchener-Waterloo. It's the last. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I think it's the last Saturday in November. Well, I think it's the 24th. It's November 24th, 2018. And I'm going to set this tent up for Dwayne because he can't make it up to the show. He wants to, but he can't make it. So he said, hey, can you put this up? So if you're really interested and you're at that show, have a peek. I'll have it up in the aisle. It might be a little used though, because I'm going on 2, maybe even 3 trips before that. So it might smell of wood smoke. Just saying. Okay, the 8x9 new Snowtrekker. I can't pronounce the name of it. Sorry, Dwayne. I don't think I'm doing it justice. I'm just going to write it here. Awesome.